From dropping out of high school and bartending to becoming one of the most successful entrepreneurs in American history. Let's dive into the mind of Mark Cuban and how he built his $5 billion empire. The story starts back when Mark Cuban was 12 years old, selling garbage bags, stamps, and repackaged baseball cards just to afford his first pair of Jordans. Transitioned to high school where he dropped out his senior year so he could run newspapers from Cleveland, Ohio to Pittsburgh because the Post-Gazette workers were on strike. He ended up enrolling in the University of Pittsburgh that year without even finishing high school. He transferred to the University of Indiana halfway through his freshman year, and he worked different jobs like bartending and party promoting to help pay for his education. After graduating from Indiana University, he moved to Dallas, Texas, where he started working in the computer industry. He started working at a place called Your Business Software, where he started learning more about computers and how they were built, and he started selling them in the process. Now, this was all still very new, and nobody at this time had a personal computer in their home at all. He was working for around $18,000 per year, learning everything he needed to about computers by reading the manuals and selling them out to other companies. He closed a $1,500 deal with a customer, and when he handed the check to his boss, he ended up getting fired on the spot because he didn't open the store up that morning. Now, this helped him gain the industry knowledge to create his first company called Micro Solutions. This was a computer consulting firm that installed tech and hardware into new companies for them. Cuban and his team at MicroStrategy ended up working with a ton of different Fortune 500 companies, and he ended up selling it to CompuServe for $6 million in 1990. Now, this moved him right onto his next journey in 1995, where him and his co-founder Todd Wagner created AudioNet. The company was rebranded into Broadcast.com, and it quickly became a major player in the streaming audio and video industry. Broadcast.com allowed users to listen to a variety of radio stations and different audio content online. The company quickly gained popularity, so Cuban and his team looked to expand the audio content to include music and sporting events. As the technology behind streaming media improved, Broadcast.com was able to expand their horizons so people could watch live events and on-demand TV. By the late 1990s, Broadcast.com had become one of the leading companies in the streaming media industry, and it attracted a large and loyal following. And in 1999, Mark Cuban sold his company to Yahoo for a staggering $5.7 billion. This made him a billionaire overnight and solidified his place as one of the most successful individuals in America. Now, a quick turnaround in the year 2000, Mark Cuban bought the Dallas Mavericks for $285 million. The Mavericks had a poor record and they were in financial trouble, but Mark Cuban saw the potential and knew that he could make a change. He hired a new coaching staff and made improvements to their roster by adding in superstars like Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, and now Luka Doncic. Cuban also invested in the team's facilities, including a brand new practice arena for the team and completely renovating the American Airlines Center, which was a home arena of the Mavs. Under Cuban's ownership, the Mavs saw a complete turnaround and became a competitive team in the NBA. And in 2011, the Mavs ended up winning the NBA Finals against the Heat. Mark Cuban's impact on the Mavs also brought a positive financial turnaround, making the team's valuation from $285 million to now $2.7 billion today. That's over a 10x increase of Mark Cuban's original investment. Mark Cuban also joined the show Shark Tank in 2011, where he and investors evaluate other people's pitches to see if it's something that they would invest into. Over the years, Cuban's made a ton of investments on Shark Tank, supporting a variety of businesses and products. His most successful investment was called Groovebook, which was a subscription service that allows users to create photo books using their smartphone pictures. The company ended up later getting acquired by Shutterfly for $14 million. From his humble beginnings to his current status as a billionaire entrepreneur, Mark Cuban's journey has been one of hard work, determination, and a relentless pursuit of success. He even said himself, "I've learned that it doesn't matter how many times you failed, you only have to be right once." This persistence to close the distance and willingness to learn from failure has undoubtedly played a key role in Cuban's success. It's a reminder that no matter how many times we stumble, it's important to keep pushing forward and never give up on our dreams.